All right, you want to look and shave like $1 million for only $1 a month? Dollar Shave Club is the smarter choice. I love Dollar Shave Club. You no longer have to schlep to the store and buy a cheap disposable razor that gives you a cheap shave, or spend a fortune on razors with gimmicky shaving technology that you don't even need. Look and shave like $1 million for only $1 a month at Dollar Shave Club. And when I use my DSC Executive Razor with the Dr. Carver's Shave Butter, the blade just gently glides. It gives me such a smooth, nice, close shave. Their Dr. Carver's Shave Butter is transparent for a more precise shave that helps prevent ingrown hairs and fights razor bumps. You too can make the smarter choice by joining Dollar Shave Club now. For a limited time, new members get their first month of Executive Razor with a tube of their Dr. Carver's Shave Butter for only $5 with free shipping. Only $5 with free shipping. After that, razors are just a few bucks a month. Do the math. That's a $15 value for only $5. $15 value, $5. In your first month box, you get an awesome weighty handle, a full cassette of 4 cartridges, and a tube of their shave butter. You only get this exclusive offer at dollarshaveclub.com/IamRapaport. That's dollarshaveclub.com/IamRapaport. Listen to me, buying tickets can be complicated and confusing, okay, but there is a simpler way to buy with SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the smartest, easiest way to get tickets to your favorite team's games. No matter what kind of live event it is, SeatGeek helps you find the best seats at the best prices, and it's fully guaranteed. I have the SeatGeek app on my phone, and it's easy to use. I just bought extra tickets for the big 3 games in Tulsa. SeatGeek saves you time and money by searching multiple ticket sites to compare prices and find the best deals. Plus, every purchase is fully guaranteed, so you could shop for tickets on the SeatGeek app with confidence. Whether it's comedy, concerts, or theater, SeatGeek is the place to go. Best of all, my listeners, the listeners of the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast, save $10 off their first SeatGeek purchase. Just download the SeatGeek app. Enter the promo code BUTTER, B-U-T-T-E-R. That's BUTTER, B-U-T-T-E-R today. That's $10 off your first purchase on the SeatGeek app today. All right, we're back. This is the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast coming live and direct. My name is the Gringo Mandingo, a.k.a. White Mike, a.k.a. Bird, a.k.a. Mr. White Folk. I'm here with the 2015-2016 podcast co-host of the year, G Moody, yes. Last name rhymes with duty. GMoneti, always ready.
Yes.
And this is the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast. So, as you could probably tell, yeah, laugh it up. The golden voice is a little strained. I went to the doctor today. I saw 2 Jewish doctors, and I'm getting treatment on my throat. Hopefully you could deal with my throat the next time we're back. I feel very confident that the golden voice will be working to its full capacity.
Yeah, I hope so, man.
Be honest, how does it sound right now?
You sound like shit, Duke.
Oh, okay. All right, we're gonna fucking muscle through here. We're gonna gut it out again. Rest assured, this is gonna be the last time you're gonna be hearing me like this. I might be doing some of the podcasts like this. Might be doing it like this. It's kind of like a porno voice. Like, how you doing?
Yeah. Pull through.
How's that sound, G?
You sound a little better, man. You all right? Just let's get it.
Okay, we're gonna get it. So, I guess we got to start with the fucking Kardashians again, G. We got to start another show with them.
Let's get it over with. We've been bashing these motherfuckers for years.
Last week, they put themselves on T-shirts, and we discussed that. Didn't we discuss that? They put themselves on the Biggie T-shirts and with the Doors and Ozzy Osbourne, and they're getting sued up the fucking coochie.
Right.
Left, right, and center. And, of course, they inspired me to create the cease and desist collection.
That was dope. That was good.
Yeah, we created a cease and desist collection. They want to put themselves with people they have no business being on T-shirts with. Well, I put myself on a T-shirt with them. And those T-shirts are, of course, available. Barstoolsports.com. The cease and desist collection is available now. Get it while it's still available. And now, since Rob Kardashian is bugging out, losing his mind, acting wild on these streets, we have part 2 of the cease and desist collection. It's a hybrid. It's a LeVar Ball Kardashian bottom feeder cease and desist collection. It's our second piece. And it's me with Rob Kardashian behind me looking puzzled. Now, before we get into Rob Kardashian, I just want to say this. I've met him before at a couple of things. Nice guy. I'm a fan of the show, so I watch the show. I've seen his demise. I feel like something has happened to him, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. I've said it from the beginning that I thought he was unstable. And I'm not saying that in any disrespectful, funny way. I am genuinely concerned about this dude, his well-being, because I have a feeling he's very fragile and very fucking sensitive.
Right.
So, that being said, Rob, I don't know what you thought you were going to do out here in these streets with an ex-stripper, hustling ass, pretty in the face, thin in the waist, fat ass, hood chick. I don't know what it is with these Kardashians. They think that they're like running some sort of clinic. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. That's a fact, right, G Moody?
Yeah, man, that's right. I don't know what's wrong with these dudes. They all get turned out. He's getting turned out. I don't know what he thought he had, but she gassed him, of course. And you know, it ain't all about rope dicks and fat asses.
No,
real life out here too.
It's not all about rope dicks and fat asses in these streets. Let me tell you something. If you're not from the hood, the ghetto, those environments, and it has nothing to do with race. If you didn't come up hard and you didn't come up struggling, the type of people that you sometimes come across, because not all, but the type of people that you sometimes come across that came up hard, come up struggling, they're not thinking and taking things at face value. Again, this has nothing to do with race.
Right.
Rob thinks like you could take this chick. I watched the show. He's with her family. They're about as ghetto and hood as it gets. All right. And again, nothing to do with color. You could get gaffed, fucking played. It doesn't matter. They could be Chinese. They could be from Thailand. It doesn't matter where it is. They're going to make you feel like you're the king and they love you. But if shit ain't sweet, shit ain't sweet. Now, I'm not going to go over what happened on Twitter the other day and Instagram the other day. But from what I got, Black China, first of all, you're going out with a chick named Black China. That's a stripper name who is also... Rob Kardashian is married to Black China. Black China has a kid with Tigger. Up until a couple of weeks ago, Tigger was dating Kylie Jenner. So Rob Kardashian has a kid with Black China. Black China has a kid with Tigger. And Kylie Jenner is also dating Tigger. They're being infected. Okay? Run amok. The hood is taking over the Kardashian family, and I say good, you dumb fucks. For those of you who don't know where the Pacific Palisades are, the Pacific Palisades is an elite area, and in my opinion, just on the looks, it's more elite than Beverly Hills. It doesn't have the cachet that Beverly Hills has, but these chicks, this family, they're from the Pacific Palisades, and you keep trying to fuck with these dudes from Queensbridge, and you're fucking with this chick who's a stripper, and she's all up on the cameras. They got her on E! Channel, making her look so nice and pretty, and everything's hunky-dory. But like the old saying goes, I'll say it again, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife.
Right, but I see it a little different. It seems to me that these hood areas are no match for these people. This Queensbridge, these other places, who comes out on top and who ends up in a crack house?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like Black China even the score for Lamar Odom. It's like now it's like that was like check. So now it's like you got one, we got one.
That family, man, but they just keep going upward. It's just the motherfuckers that get down with them. They turn out their guys. The guys get turned out.
Yeah, the guys get turned out, but Rob, he has no business fucking with a chick like this. No matter what you think, no matter what how you think you're gonna dress it up, how you think you're gonna change her and learn her and bring her to this, bring her to that. If you got that hustler shit in you, that doesn't go away. You need you need therapy. You need aromatherapy, massage therapy, hypnotherapy to get that shit out of you.
He went after her. He bagged her, and now you got to pay the piper. You want to play? Now you got to pay, dude.
Yeah, and apparently, I couldn't even keep up with all the information, but apparently she's been cheating on him. He's been cheating on her. He spent $100,000. He said this on his Twitter and in his Instagram. He spent $100,000 getting her surgery to get her body back right after she had a baby. And then apparently somehow T.I. was involved with this. Like, you're way in over your head, Duke. And now they got a baby. And the baby's being raised in a hood environment, except for they live in Pacific Palisades out there in the hills, way out there in the hills. The final thing I want to say about the Kardashian thing, because after it happened, there were, I saw at least 3 articles that were written by women that were coming out totally against Rob Kardashian. And one of the articles was written by a woman in the Huffington Post, and it said the insecure masculinity behind Rob Kardashian's revenge posts. Kardashian used social media to demean and slut shame Black China. Well, listen, Rob Kardashian, hold your head. He was bugging. He was out of control. He played himself. But why you got to bring up the masculinity? And obviously you shouldn't be posting pictures of your ex-wife or anybody, naked, because that shit is against the law and that shit is just whack. But why does it have to be about? See, women and men. See, women sometimes they want to use, a vulnerable, a guy like Rob Kardashian, the way he is, and then attack his masculinity and say it's insecure masculinity. But you want equal rights. Why can't it just be he's insecure? Why can't it just be that he played himself? Why can't it just be that he's out of control? Well, why does it have to be about his masculinity? Obviously he played himself. Obviously he's going to have regrets for what he did. His chick sent him a video making out with some other dude post-coital. She's cheating on him. And he played himself. There's no excuse for what he did. He's wilding on the yard. But these women, they come out and now they want to shame him and they want to mad shame him. Rob Kardashian is mad. Rob Kardashian is upset. And now you want to mad shame him to add insult to injury? Fuck you. Fuck you. That's quintessential mad shaming. This other chick, she wrote an article for Esquire and she goes, I'm reading it. Sarah Rentz. Rob Kardashian is a reality semi-star. See, they want to shit on him. He's a semi-star. No, Rob Kardashian is a reality star. You see how they want to try to chop him down?
Yeah.
Whose presence I
do.
normally ignore, but today, thanks to multiple internet platforms, that was unavoidable. Today, I learned that Rob Kardashian is an asshole. Fuck you. My man is fucked up in the game. He doesn't need you, Sarah Rentz, shitting all over him, and you from the Huffington Post shitting all over him and mad shaming him. No more mad shaming.
I can't believe people are actually spending time worried about this motherfucker and all into that shit, man. These people, this shit might be fake for all we know. You know how these cats get down.
Good point.
Yo,
good point.
This shit might be all contrived.
Right.
So that's why I don't know what to read into this shit, but it's a waste of airtime fucking with these motherfuckers, man.
Good point.
Enough.
Good point. Very good point. You never know. Kris Kardashian could be setting up Rob for like a season long of Dr. Drew. This could be setting up the spinoff where we get him in family rehab. The Kardashians go to family rehab. That is how they get down.
Right. The moms set it off. The moms pimped out the daughter's tape.
Yes.
So if the moms is doing that,
yes,
then it's an open season. It's like, yo, we could just spread out the revenue at all type of platforms, make up stories. Motherfuckers is going for it too.
Jay-Z record 444. Now I'm gonna preface this by saying Jay-Z's my favorite rapper. He is the Mike Jordan of the recording. He's the best. He's got the best flow, the best body of work. You know, you could say other people too, but in my opinion, as far as overall, most versatile, done it the longest amount of time, all categories, freestyling, all flows, all different kind of shit. I mean, wouldn't you say Jay-Z's the best?
I'd say the most successful, and I wouldn't say best for me, but clearly the most successful of all, right? But for me, not the best, but successful. Right,
but you know what I'm saying. Like, I mean,
yeah.
he's that dude.
Absolutely.
That being said, I would never disrespect Jay-Z because I have so much just respect for what he's done. But if Jay-Z is the Mike Jordan of recording, even Michael Jordan had bad games, and even Michael Jordan played for the Washington Wizards. Now,
right.
This 444 record, it's heavy. There's a lot of like poignant, potent shit that he's saying. A lot of like, real sort of provocative, on the nose social and political commentary, very, very personal, sharing his personal life and all that stuff. My problem is this, G. And we haven't talked about this, but I would love to hear your thoughts on the record because we decided we were going to listen to the record and come back and review it on air on the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast. My take on the record as a whole is I'm very disappointed because despite the fact that he's kicking a lot of fly shit and he's kicking a lot of heavy shit and the song of OJ is really good and it's deep and there's a lot of political and social commentary on there. If you're not rocking over funky beats, I don't care what you're saying.
Word.
I don't care about your personal life. I don't care about your personal problems.
Yeah.
And I can't really, after just listening and taking in the social shit and the political commentary, which is all great, after one or two listens, like I can't listen anymore because I feel like I'm trying to decipher something as opposed to just rocking and listening.
Right.
I felt like I was listening, like the beats to me are the disappointment. It's not a hip hop record. It's like those beats could be sung over, or you could have, a spoken word over them by like, Flowetry or like Jill Scott singing over them. And that's dope. But there's not one song on there that you're ever gonna rock to when you're working out, ever gonna rock to when you're trying to get hype, ever gonna play in an arena to get hype. And Hove might be like, yo, fuck it, I've done all that. But me as a fan, like, yo, it's hip hop. And I don't care about your problems. I got my own problems. If we're not rocking and if it's not funky, to me, it doesn't matter who it is, how much I respect the record. I'm disappointed with the record. I listened to it 3 times all the way through once in my car and twice with headphones on to try to give it the benefit of the doubt. And I was like, yo, I don't need to listen to this record again. The song of OJ, a lot of people are talking about it because it's, very potent, and he's kicking a lot of shit. But they were kicking the same shit in the ESPN documentary that I'm sure inspired that song.
Right. Yeah.
So it was just like, because it was Jay-Z who, a lot of his songs over the years, although, he's gotten a little bit more social and, politically active in his rhymes over his last couple of records. When you hear a Jay-Z record, I want to hear some shit. I need some bangers.
Yeah.
I need some beats. And to me, it's not a hip hop record. It's like like adult contemporary. You know what I mean? And that might be what he wanted to do. But as a fan of hip hop, if it ain't funky, I can't fuck with it. Funk has never failed. Funk has never,
exactly.
It never lets you down. Like
exactly.
Funk gets your mouth and your face looking like you stepped in some shit. It gets your head moving and it gets you rocking, as Hove has done time and time again. So this record for me is a disappointment.
Right. And the fact that, that he's known for having all that funk and the banging beats. He's known for that through his whole catalog. So for me, it was a disappointment to hear, the delicate beats and, it kind of turns you off a little bit because it's music and you want to rock and, you need that banging, you need them drums banging, but I understand, what he was trying to do, whatever, like purge himself with a lot of personal shit. But a lot of shit, I don't need to know. It's not like motherfuckers was wondering whether your mom's is a lesbian. Like I could care less about that. I didn't know, I didn't know why that was even on it. But the delicate beats just kind of changes how I view that shit, man.
Yeah, I agree. So, in the most respectful way, I have to say I was very disappointed with the record, and it's going to get the least amount of play ever for me of a Jay-Z record. Usually I fuck with a Jay-Z record for months. Even the last record with him and Kanye, like that shit was like, I didn't love all of it, but I loved a lot of it. And I loved a lot of it for a long time. And so did my kids. And I remember rocking that shit for months. Different songs, different verses. And it had a balance of social shit, but it was still banging.
Right. That's what you expect. You put it on, the drums is unusually funky. That's what makes that shit irresistible. So when you don't hear those things, it's like it kind of takes away from it because you want to hear them shits bang. You want to hear the popping. You want to hear turntables. Like you want to hear the rubbing back of the needles. Why we can't get none of that shit?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't understand it.
I was very disappointed. I was very, very disappointed with the record. So that's the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast review of the Jay-Z record 444. All right, so a lot of shit is going on in the NBA. A lot of transactions. Of course, none of them have to do with the Knicks. All these teams are improving. All these teams are signing people. They're signing veterans. They're signing mid-range players. Sacramento drafted 4 great rookies. They added Zach Randolph, who is a great person to bring on your team when you have young guys. He's going to teach them how to be tough, teach them how to be professional. Somehow or another, the Sacramento Kings have improved themselves. Meanwhile, the Knicks don't have an official word on who's their GM since they fired Phil Jackson. The Knicks don't have a fucking GM, and I think Kurt Rambis hasn't been fired by the Knicks. That's where the Knicks are at.
Yo, Steve Mills is the interim GM. Let Steve Mills do it because he's been now a long time, and no one knows what that motherfucker does. So just have him do it.
I don't get why the New York Knicks, all the other teams are ran by basketball players, like basketball professionals, whether they're former players, professional GMs. Like every team is ran like a business, and you hire good people to improve your business, but not the fucking Knicks. For some reason, We always have this okey doke shit going on. And I'm not going to sit here and say I was not excited about Phil Jackson. I was excited about Phil Jackson, but that's in the past. But they fired him, and then they had these other people that are available. The guy R.C. Buford from the Spurs, apparently he would get hired by the Knicks. He would take that job, but they don't hire him. They don't hire him. We have fucking Steve Mills in there who nobody knows what he does. And he's been there for like 3 or 4 tenures already, and he's the interim GM.
Yeah.
The Boston Celtics signed Gordon with the good hair Hayward.
Oh, yeah.
And Rudy Gobert, the big man for the Utah Jazz, he caught feelings. He doesn't understand that this is a business. So as soon as Gordon with the good hair signed with the Celtics, he put out a video. First of all, you're 7'3", Duke. You look stupid. Like if you're 7'3", you have no business on Instagram at all. Leave that to me. You look crazy. Yeah. He put out a video listening to Chris Brown's song, These Hoes Ain't Loyal. Yo, you think Gordon with the good hair wants to stay in Utah?
Damn.
Nah, listen. Karl Malone and John Stockton, nobody wants to be in fucking Utah. And you saying these hoes ain't loyal. Why the fuck would he want to stay in Utah?
Right. And you would leave too, given the chance. Like acting like putting out videos. Come on, man, this is a business, B.
That's that skinny genification shit.
Yeah.
He leaves and then you put out a subliminal video. Yo, instead of doing a subliminal, you're 7'3", get on Instagram and talk shit.
Word. This is a business, B. What you think it is?
And if your feelings are hurt by it, get on there and pop shit. And you're listening to Chris Brown in your car. You're scrunched in your fucking car. You're looking crazy.
7'3", making little Instagram video.
Leave that shit to me. Leave that to the Dingo. And then now everybody in Boston thinks they got the second coming of Larry Joe Bird. I love Gordon Hayward. I met him at a Clippers game. I said, Gordon, I'm a fan of you, and I'm a fan of your hair. I fuck with him. I fuck with him since he's been at Butler. He plays hard. He's good. He's improved every single time, every single season in the league. He's back with his coach, Brad Stevens. He'll add something to Boston, but they're going to get their asses kicked in the Eastern Conference Finals by Cleveland once again. Now, next year after that, we all know that LeBron is leaving Cleveland. Sorry, assholes. He's leaving.
No, D-Wade coming to Cleveland. They're going to win another chip.
You don't know what you're talking about.
All right, watch.
But nonetheless, even if they do win another chip, and it's very possible that they could. Yeah. Because even though they got their asses kicked by the Warriors, you never know what could happen next year. Injuries, who knows? But we do know this. Barring injuries, the Warriors and the Cleveland Cavaliers will be in the finals once again. Barring injuries. Okay?
Yes.
And but the Boston fans, and I have nothing but respect for those fans. They're great. They're fantastic.
Yeah.
But Gordon Hayward on his best day, he's not Larry Joe Bird. Let me tell you something. I grew up, I saw Larry Joe Bird play. Okay? He ain't no Larry Joe Bird on his best day. So you little fucks out there, if you think you're getting the second coming of Larry Joe Bird, Gordon Hayward is great, white, and hopeful. And he will do great things for that team. But to compare him to Larry Joe Bird, stop now. Now, a good white player with great hair, like Gordon Hayward, there's nowhere in the world that he'll be more beloved and accepted and appreciated than Boston. But don't get it twisted. You don't have Larry Joe Bird coming in to save the day in 2017. Larry Joe Bird is gone. We may never hear from him again. He quit the Indiana Pacers. We don't know where the fuck he is. We're talking about a true blue ass-kicking hillbilly from French Lick, Indiana.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes, it's fantasy football season. The question I have for you is, do you mock, bro? Okay? Everybody knows that I'm on a mission to become the king, the champion of fantasy football. I'm working with my friends over at DraftKings to host the Fantasy Sports Festival Sunday, August 20th at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. This is the official kickoff to the fantasy football season. As my gift to you, there's going to be a live I Am Rapaport stereo podcast with my main man, Jim Brewer, Trey Wingo, and very special guest to be announced. And when I say special guest, I'm not trying to con you or hook you. When I say special guest, I mean special guest. Look me up. A ticket also gets you drills on the same field as the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots, behind the scenes access to Gillette Stadium, food, drink packages. Have your draft in a luxury Gillette Stadium suite with your league of friends, family, or coworkers. Get ready to kick some ass in fantasy football. Quit doing drafts in your parents' basement and upgrade to a suite. Go to fantasysports.com for early bird tickets and use my promo code DINGO, because that's my name. Use the promo code DINGO and save $10 off your tickets. You want to dance with the dingo? Huh? You got the balls to dance with the dingo. Restrictions may apply. Promo ends August 20th, 2017. See the website for further details. Go to fantasysportsfest.com now. All right, so unfortunately this week, folks, we only have one sick fuck of the week, and I'm glad it's a little different. It is the true essence of the award. If you never listened to the I Am Rapaport stereo podcast, and there are new listeners week after week, episode after episode, the sick fuck of the week is an award that is earned, not given. The sick fuck of the week is an award that is earned, not given. Miles, please cue the music.
This award is earned, not given. It's called the sick fuck of the week. This guy's really sick. Lock him up. How could you do it? Don't let him out. Damn. You fucked the dog? You what? You fucked the dog? Why would you fuck the dog? Why would you fuck your girlfriend's dog? What? Sick fuck. The sick fuck of the week. It's earned. Earned. Not given. You did what? No.
Yes. This guy, the sick fuck of the week is from Florida. A Miami hotel employee was arrested after fatally shooting a poor cat in the head, not once, but twice, with a crossbow.
Oh.
This fuck, Giorgio Lololius, whatever the fuck his name is, the cat was like, a neighborhood cat. People loved it. It was friendly. Didn't bother nobody. And I've had my problems with cats.
Yeah.
They've been articulated all through this I Am Rapaport stereo podcast, all up on Barstool Sports. I've been very open about my my problems with cats. I don't like them. But I would never harm an animal. This sick fuck, Georgios, down in Florida, he didn't like this cat. So he decided to shoot it with a bow and arrow, not once, not twice. The cat was found. He was clinging for his life, and it was later had to be put down. The man has been arrested. And this is what the sick fuck of the week is all about. It's about a person with that certain je ne sais quoi, that certain something that separates him from the pack.
And wait, I have one. I found one. Check this out. A California medic is facing charges for fondling a woman while she was having a seizure. While she was trying to swallow her own tongue, the paramedic reached into her shirt and pulled out one of her fun bags and turned to his partner and said, "Sorry, dude, I just had to."
You lock him up.
Lock him up.
Lock him the fuck up. And the other person that I don't think should be necessarily locked up for any criminal act yet, but he should be put into a rubber room and checked. Donald Trump, hold your fucking head.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody saw the video on the 4th of July. He got off the plane, Air Force One. He came down the steps right in front of his gigantic limousine, and this dopey, dumb fuck walked past his limousine. I guarantee you he was pilled up. That's just my assessment.
Right.
That is just my assessment that he was pilled up. He walked right past his car. The Secret Service were like, yo, Duke, where the fuck are you going?
Uh-huh.
The other Secret Service was like, Duke, where the fuck are you going? They spun him around like an old confused man, and then they stuffed him in the car and they drove off. Lock him up, okay, before he hurts himself or somebody else.
Lock him up.
Did you hear about the naked man in Houston? He got off a train. He was butt ass naked. He sprayed the police officer with pesticide, and then while he was butt ass naked, he slapped the police officer in the face. Then, of course, they had to tase this cocksucker and bring him down. And you know, he obviously was on that ooh-wee.
He had to be.
He was on that flojo. Because if you're in the streets butt ass, unless you're Gerald Moody, you have no business doing it. You're looking for trouble.
Right. And he's fighting. How are you going to fight naked?
I don't know.
Like, your shit swinging all over the place? Come on, man.
Yeah, hold your head, Duke. Hold your fucking head. What else is going? Did you hear about the police officer in New York City? The female cop. This is another one who thinks she's got the hood on lockdown. As a cop, the other day, her personal videos were found. This woman is an NYPD officer encouraging her niece, her toddler, to use the N-word.
Oh, damn.
This is an animal. This is a fucking animal. Her name is Delinda Geraldo. I think she's Italian, but she thinks she's like hood. You know, she thinks she could talk that slick shit, and she was encouraging her niece to say the N-word, and saying that, you know, if you're in the hood, that word is not disparaging. She also said we're all fucking minorities. We all get treated the same. I get racial blurted at me. We live in the hood together. You're a Colombian chick. Okay, and you're also a police officer, and this you're teaching your little nephew, your little niece, what to do. And she posted another video. She's gonna lose her job. She posted another video. She was like, "We're so fucked up. We're chilling right now. You know, we're down here in Miami. We're gonna be the most corrupt cops, you know, in the business. We're down." She's talking all this shit. Lock her up.
This is a cop?
Yeah, this is a cop. Officer
this
Delinda Geraldo. She acts like a stripper. She acts like she's like a stripper cop. She's like pretty in the face, thick in the waist.
Now, these are the cops. These are the type of cops with this mindset that the public has to deal with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, these type of people. And it's self-evident. It's evident, man, with the mindset.
Yeah, this is an animal. Another person, she should have been a sick fuck of the week candidate. She's one of these people that is a Sandy Hook denier. She thinks that terrible massacre in Sandy Hook, where all the kids were murdered, didn't happen.
Right.
And she's from Florida. She was down there sending threats to the parents. To the father of a boy who was murdered in that shooting.
Right.
And fortunately, this woman, Lucy Richards of Florida, is locked up now.
Oh, because she sent that threat.
You sent that threat. So now you're going to see, you think that was fake and that didn't happen. Well, now you're going to see what jail is really like. See? You have problems dealing with reality, so now you're going to see what living in prison is really like.
Yeah, that's what you get. You can't be threatening cats, sending letters and all that. They take it very serious.
Yeah, especially when you're accusing something terrible that happened as being a hoax. You sick animal. You sick animal. Finally, this singer, Ed Sheeran, you know, he makes a lot of good songs, but he looks like he's like some sort of like dwarf redhead who needs astringent, who should be starring on the show Game of Thrones. Very talented. Very talented. You know, a lot of good songs, very talented. He's like one of these, you know, blue-eyed soul dudes. He you know, and he's also a low-key stick man. He is a stickman. He's one of these underdog stickmen. He's slaying. He's knocking down heavyweights left and right. But he quit Twitter because he doesn't understand why why they don't like him. I'm going to tell you why they don't like him. First of all, they don't like your face, Ed Sheeran. Your face, your grill, your sort of ironic look with your glasses and your red hair. Nobody likes it. Nobody likes it. You make people uncomfortable. You're talented. You got a good voice. You do the blue-eyed soul thing good. But as far as like your presentation, you look like shit, dude. So I understand why people come at you on Twitter, and I get why people shit on you on Twitter. And if you don't understand it, you need to take a look in the fucking mirror, go get yourself some Kiehl's Blue Astringent, and fix your shit. That shaggy red hair, that look that you're trying to get, like I'm just a regular guy, but I'm a rock and roll guy. Yo, you're confusing people.
Right.
Okay?
Fix your shit.
Fix your shit. You look stupid. So you wonder, I don't understand why people don't like me. They like your songs. They just don't like that sort of like, we know you're fucking, and that's great. But don't try to act like you're not skeeting, by looking like you haven't taken a bath in the last 3 days. Okay, Ed Sheeran. So that's my answer to you. That's the reason why people don't like you. All right. We muscled through. Yeah. I feel like my voice got strength throughout the episode. You got anything else for me, GMoneti?
I have nothing further.
All right. As I told you once, I told you twice, and I'm telling you a third time. Unfortunately, we had to cancel a couple of shows in the rodeo tour. Okay, but we are going to be performing in Dallas, okay, on the 29th, Saturday the 29th of July. The next day, we're going to be at the Big Three. Okay, we're going to be rocking soft ass I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast t-shirts. Tickets are still available for the Dallas show. We will make up the Austin and the Houston show. And please, if you're in Boston, the tri-state area, and you're about that fantasy football life, come out. Come and dance. Come and dance. August 20th with the Gringo Mandingo. I'm going to be there. Jim Brewer's going to be there. Trey Wingo's going to be there. And there's going to be very special guests. August 20th. Restrictions may apply. The promo ends August 20th, 2017. The Fantasy Football Festival. It's going down Sunday, August 20th at Gillette Stadium. You want to dance with the Dingo? I know that you do.
You know what I want to do, Rap? I want to talk to those ball boys at Gillette Stadium. We haven't heard from them since they got sequestered.
Yeah, I would love to talk to those gentlemen down there, the ball boys. And we're going to take you out with some Moody beats, some Moody funk.
Yes.
What was that one you just put out the other day? The one that I loved?
The Funky Seance.
Oh, yes. Take me out on that Funky Seance. Listen to this shit. This shit had me rocking. Let it rock. Let it roll. Michael Rapaport, G Moody, the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. They call us the Malachi Brothers. They call us the Disco 2. This is the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. We're out.
Peace.